does not hate the thunder god. The serpent simply is what the serpent is, and what the serpent is requires the same motion that the thunder god crosses, and the crossing and the being cannot both happen in the same world without eventually becoming the moment when neither of them can avoid what they are to each other. The serpent does not hate, the serpent simply is. Jormungandr circles everything. The serpent holds the world by holding itself at the edge of everything, where the world ends and the serpent begins, and the serpent ends and the world begins, and the world begins. Jormungandr is not the enemy. Jormungandr is the boundary between what the world is and what the world would become without the thing that holds it at its edges. Jormungandr circles everything. Jormungandr holds. I have ridden above the sea that the serpent lives in, and I can feel from the height where I ride the specific weight of something beneath every sea that is not the sea. There's something that the sea rests on, because the sea needs something to rest on that is larger than the sea. The serpent is larger than the sea. The serpent is the edge of everything. The world rests on the serpent. The serpent holds the world. The thunder crosses the ocean. The meeting is coming. The serpent does not count the days. The serpent simply holds what the serpent was placed here to hold until the holding. And the thunder god arrive at the same moment in the same water. Jormungandr still in the ocean, still holding the world at its edges, still waiting for the thunder that is also waiting for the meeting neither of them can avoid. Can avoid. There are things the Huskal knows that the Huskal does not say, not from secrecy, from the understanding that some knowing is the Huskal's alone,
and belongs to the Huskal.
in the same way
The Huskal.
belongs to the one.
The Huskal stands for the knowing,
Is the price of the standing,
and the knowing,
is not spoken,
because the speaking
would make the standing
something other than what the standing
actually is.
what the Huskal never said.
Was said in the standing,
What the Huskal never said.
was said in the holding of the position,
When the position cost
everything the holding required.
what the Huskal never said.
Was the longest speech
Any Huskal
has ever given about what the Huskal
from above is the most complete. Silence
I have ever witnessed. From the height I ride at the silence of someone who knows everything they know,
and has chosen the standing over the speaking
of it, because the standing says more than the speaking could.
and the Huskal knows this
And stands
in the silence.
that says more than words. The Huskal stands,
Unsaid,
the Huskal holds,
unsaid,
the Huskal knows,
unsaid,
the Huskal gives
everything
What the Huskal never said lives in the standing and the holding and the knowing and the giving of everything that was never said.
because the saying
Was never
what the Huskal,
was there for,
the Huskal,
was there for
the standing,
the standing said everything.
the Huskal never said
Is still being said in the standing.
of every Huskal.
Who understood that the standing was the saying and never needed to say it any other way. No one gave me the choice. The choice was not given. The choice was taken with both hands from a world that did not offer it, but could not prevent the taking once the hands were large enough and strong enough and certain enough to take
What the world
was not offering, but could not stop from being taken by the one
who took it, the shield maiden's choice,
was not made once,
the shield maiden's choice,
is made every morning.
that she picks up what the world
Did not give her and carries it
into the field that the world,
did not invite her to enter.
the shield maiden's choice,
Is not the choosing of the easy thing.
the shield maiden's choice,
Is the choosing of the hard thing that is also
the true
thing. Every morning it is chosen.
the shield maiden's choice.
The shield maiden's choice. I have chosen shield maidens with a specific quality of attention that I do not give to all the names I carry. Because the shield maiden paid twice for the worthy moment, once for the moment and once for the right to be in the moment. At all the double payment
Produces a name
of a specific weight
that I carry.
with both hands.
She chose the shield maiden's choice,
She took,
the shield maiden's choice,
she carried,
shield maiden's choice,
she stands. He is uncontainable. The difference is everything. Evil has a direction. Loki has every direction. Simultaneously, evil wants one thing. Loki wants whatever the moment of wanting produces in the specific configuration of what Loki currently is, which is always changing into something the previous Loki would not have predicted.
Loki's nature
It's not a flaw.
Loki's nature
Is the thing that keeps everything from being only what it already is.
Loki's nature
Is the chaos that the order needs to remain honest about what order actually is below the order. Something that contains the possibility of its own undoing, which is also the possibility of its own renewal.
Loki's nature
Is not the enemy of the gods.
Loki's nature
Is the part of the gods they named separately because it was too uncomfortable to claim as their own.
Loki's nature
I have ridden above the moments where Loki was present, and what I have seen from above is this: the moments Loki touches become unpredictably real in ways that the moments the other gods touch are predictably real in ways that require the unpredictably real to remain what they are. Without the unpredictable, the predictable becomes prediction, and prediction is not the world. Prediction is the map. Loki is what the territory does when the map is wrong.
The shape changes
The direction changes
The world changes
because of Loki's nature.
The gods changing
Whether they want to or not, everything Loki touches becomes more than it was, and less than it wanted to be, and something else entirely that neither more nor less could have predicted. Loki's nature is the world refusing to be only what the gods planned.
Loki's nature Loki's nature Loki's nature Loki's nature
Is still present in every moment that refuses to be only what was planned for it. For it.
Before the bear warrior, there was the bear father, the one who first understood that the bear was not a spirit to be worshipped from the outside, but a nature to be inhabited from the inside. The bear father
Went into the forest in the first winter that required more than a man, and came back something that was no longer only a man.
The bear father made the berserkers not
From teaching, from showing what the inside of the bear feels like to the one who learns to inhabit it.
The bear father
Is not remembered in the sagas by name,
The bear father
is remembered in the Bible.
above the first times for many berserkers.
The first time.
The bear woke in them in a field that required it.
And what I have seen from above is the moment of the waking.
The body changing,
Not its shape, its weight, its certainty, its relationship to fear.
and the bear father
Is in that moment still present
in every waking.
of every bear in every body that inherited.
What the bear father
First went into the forest to find.
The forest held him,
The bear father,
the winter required
the
him.
bear father,
The bear received him,
bear father,
the berserker inherited him.
bear father
The bear father
is the oldest warrior in the northern line, not by age.
by death
He went deeper into what a warrior can become than anyone.
before him
And everything that came after
comes from
how deep he went. The bear father is still in the forest in the first winter that required more than a man. The bear received him. He has not come back from the receiving. He is still in there.
still becoming
What the first winter
required.
The hammer always returns.
This is not magic
This is the nature
of what the hammer is.
something made for one purpose.
By someone
Who understood what the purpose required of the object.
made to serve it.
The hammer returns because returning
Is what the hammer,
was made to do. After doing
what the hammer
was made to do.
first.
The hammer returns to the hand that threw it. The hammer returns through whatever is between the throwing and the returning.
The hammer returns.
Not because the hand needs it.
The hammer returns.
Because the hammer is the hand's purpose.
Made into an object and purpose
Always returns
to the one,
who carries it. No matter
how far it is thrown.
into the thing that required the throwing.
The hammer returns. The hammer returns. I have seen
The worthy moment from above.
as the hammer is.
The worthy moment is the thing that is thrown into what requires it.
And the name is what returns.
Not the same as what was thrown.
Something that was
On the other side of the throwing.
and came back.
With the hammer into the hand that threw everything it had. Into the moment that required.
Everything.
The hammer is thrown.
The hand is empty.
The worthy moment passes.
The name arrives.
The hammer returns.
Nothing that is thrown
With full commitment into the thing that required the throwing.
fails to return.
In the form that the returning.
Takes
When what was thrown was everything.
the hammer
Returns. Everything returns.
when
Everything is thrown. time that no skald has described, because no skald was there. The time between the last fire and the first green that the earth sends up from beneath the ash of what the last fire left of the previous world. That time
has no duration
in any language that measures duration, because the time between the fire and the green
does not pass
in the way that time passes when there is something
to pass through. Between Ragnarok and the green,
something holds.
Between Ragnarok and the green,
The tree holds.
Between Ragnarok and the green,
The crossing holds.
Between Ragnarok and the green,
The names in the hall hold.
Between Ragnarok and the green,
I hold what I have carried from every field of every age, until the green arrives to tell me that the first field of the next world is being prepared.
Between Ragnarok and the green,
I wait.
Between Ragnarok and the green,
The horse waits.
Between Ragnarok and the green,
The choosing waits. Between Ragnarok and the green, we have always been prepared for the waiting. Between Ragnarok and the green. I have thought about the time in the long night between the fields of the current age, and what I understand is this:
the between
is not empty. The between is the choosing at rest for the first time in any age that has ever required it. And the rest is not sleep. The rest is the full attention of the choosing turned inward on what the choosing has been for the age that just completed itself in fire. The fire is done.
the ash is cooling,
The trees still stand.
the green is coming,
The green is coming,
between everything ending,
and everything beginning. There is the time that has no duration, that the choosing waits through with everything it has carried from every age before this. Between still in its hands, still held carefully, until the green arrives and the first field of the next world
opens. Between Ragnarok and the green,
I wait with everything I have ever carried, still in my hands, still waiting
for the green that is coming,
that has always been coming after every fire that has ever ended an age.
the sword,
Does not wait for anyone.
the sword,
Has been in the stone, or the water, or the fire, or the hand that cannot yet
use it correctly,
waiting
not from patience,
from the knowledge that the right hand is coming.
and the sword
Can afford to wait, because the sword was made for the hand that is coming,
and will know it
when it arrives, and will not confuse it with the hands that came before it and were wrong.
The sword chooses not the hand, the sword chooses, the sword
Knows the difference between dramatic. It is the quiet of two things that were always going to find each other. Finally in the same place at the same time, with nothing between them anymore. The stone held it, waiting. The water held it, waiting. The fire held it, waiting. The wrong hands held it, waiting. The right hand arrived and the sword knew before the hand did that the waiting was finished and the choosing had happened in the way that only choosing can happen, when both the chooser and the chosen recognize what they are to each other. The sword chooses, the sword is in the right hand. The waiting is finished. The sword no longer needs to wait. The hand no longer needs to search. The choosing is complete. I have ridden above children who do not yet know what they will become on the fields. I will one day ride above. I have seen the thread of what is coming in the body of the one who does not yet have the body. The thread requires to do what the thread has been measuring for since before the birth that gave it a body at all. I have seen the child who will. The child who will does not know yet. The child who will is still becoming what the will is building toward. The child who will plays in the same way. The child who will not plays, and the difference is not visible to anyone on the ground. The child who will is not already the one who does. The child who will is the thread still running toward the moment that will require everything the thread has been building in the body of the child who does not yet know what the thread knows. The child will. I do not interfere with the child. I only watch and know and wait the way the thread waits for the moment it was measured for before the birth that gave it a body to wait in. I watch the child who will become the name I will one day carry into the hall that was always going to receive it. And I honor the watching by not I came back, the others did not. I cannot find the reason for the difference between the ones who came back and the ones who did not.
That makes the difference.
Something other than the position each of us stood in when the thing that decides these things made its decision without asking any of us
for our preference. I came back, the others did not. I carry this the way the surviving always carries the not surviving of the ones who survived with it until it did not. The survivor's guilt is not guilt exactly. The survivor's guilt is the weight of the gap where the others were, that the coming back makes visible in the space where the others would have come back if the coming back had been distributed differently. The survivor's guilt is the knowledge that the difference between the survivor and the not survivor is not something the survivor chose or earned. The survivor's guilt is the honest weight of that weight others forward into every day that the not survivors are not having. The survivor's guilt. I was above it when the distribution was made, and I can tell you what I saw from above. There was no justice in the distribution. There was no merit. There was the position each stood in when the deciding happened, and the surviving was the outcome of the position, not the person. And the guilt of the survivor is the misunderstanding that the surviving was about the person rather than the position. The person did not survive because the person deserved to survive. The person survived because the position was the position that survived. Position survived, not the person survived because of the position. The guilt says differently. The guilt is wrong. The weight is real. The guilt is wrong. The survivor's guilt is the honest way. The survivor being unable to stop measuring the distance between deserving and surviving, when no such distance actually exists in the way. The measuring assumes it does. The surviving is not the merit. The surviving is the position.
The guilt is real.
The guilt is wrong. Both things are true. The survivors. The survivor's guilt is being carried by the one. The survivor's guilt when the others did not. The survivor. The carrying is the honest thing. The guilt itself is the wrong map for the honest thing it is carrying. It is carrying. Not every God speaks, some gods listen. The one who listens is harder to find in the stories, because the stories are told by the speaking, and the listening produces nothing that can be told in the way that speaking can be told. But the one who listens knows more than the ones who speak,
because the ones who speak
can only know what they say, and the one who listens knows everything that is said
to the one who listens. The God who listens
hears what prayer actually is.
The God who listens
Below the words of the prayer, to the thing the words are pointing toward, but cannot contain.
The God who listens
Does not answer in words.
The God who listens
Answers in the silence that arrives after the prayer has been fully said into the listening that was always already there before the prayer began.
The God who listens The God who listens
I have prayed to the listening one on the long nights between the fields, when the speaking gods were occupied with their speaking, and what arrived in the silence after the praying was not a word, was the understanding that the praying had been heard in the specific way that only the truly heard can feel the difference between and the speaking. God to find in the prayer that has been fully said into the silence that was always already listening before the first word of the prayer was spoken. The God who listens is listening right now to everything that before the speaking and after it. The God who listens is always already there. The North that made us is still making us. Every winter, every crossing, every field, every fire. The North that made us has not finished the making. The North that made us is still the North. We are still being made. Every age the North has made something from the people who chose to be made by it. Every age the something was different from the something of the previous age, because the making uses the material of the age that is being made, and the material changes with the age. But the North that does the making does not change its nature. The North has always been cold enough to be honest, dark enough to value light, hard enough to produce the specific softness that only hardness can produce. finishes what the making was making. And even then the next stage will have its north, and its north will make something from the ones who choose to be made by it, the way every previous sage has chosen to be made by the north. That was making them whether they chose it or not. The north makes what the north makes from whatever the north has to work with. And what the north has always had to work with is us choosing to be made.
The cold made us.
The north that made us.
The dark made us.
The north that made us.
The winter made us.
The north that made us.
The sea made us.